Now, Professor Mary McAleese. Like Senator McGuinness, Professor McAleese is a committed Christian, and like her, she has over the past several years given a good deal of thought to the particular subject under discussion, the whole question of the indissolubility of marriage and the prospect of a divorce law in this country. I met her at her home in County Meath, and like Senator McGuinness, I invited her to make a prepared statement.
Lifelong marriage was God's choice for men and women. Left to ourselves, we might have chosen differently, for the commitment and the courage required for lifelong fidelity, in the face of all the things life can throw at us and all the miseries we can create for ourselves, requires a mind and a heart prepared to give and give until it hurts. Most of us would like things softer than that. Christ knew us so well, and that, I think, is why he hated divorce, because it allowed us the option of using each other, of betraying love. I have seen people suffer dreadfully in lifelong marriages, with never a day's peace or happiness, and I have wished for better for them. I have seen marriages break up in awful pain and sadness, and I have wished for better for the victims. But I have felt angry too, because I have seen selfish and irresponsible and changeable conduct in individual spouses provoke discord and provoke breakdown. Much as I might want happiness for those who did their very best in marriage but failed anyway, I'm forced to say, do I also want the selfish and irresponsible, the feckless and the brutal, to be free to enter marriage again without the remotest effort made to remedy or even address their behavioural problems? Do I really want to shift those into new relationships? Does divorce really just open a narrow gap through which will pass only the very deserving? Or does it create, as it seems to have done across the Western world, an alluring option to us all, whether in good marriages or in bad? After all, why should only those whose marriages are very bad have a second or third chance for happiness? How many of us could honestly say that we couldn't be happier? Isn't happiness a bit like money? It's difficult to tell when you have enough. Divorce redefines marriage. A contract once for life is merely for as long as either party desires. It's a giant-sized change. It will be our legacy to our children. Our law will call adulterous relationships marriages. It will allow violent spouses to leave one spouse and take on another. The world our children are inheriting is already turning off lifelong marriage. Everywhere marriage rates are down, divorce rates are up, cohabitation rates are up. Divorce may not have by itself caused those changes, but it certainly did little to prevent them and much to accelerate them. If we still believe that lifelong marriage is the best support system for men and women, the best nurturer of children, the best hope for society, why can't we be the first country in Western Europe to stand up for lifelong marriage, to do our very best to support it and make it work? Divorce gives up on lifelong marriage. It also gives up on people. I wonder if in turning our backs on marriage, we are not also turning our backs on God. Christ, the very personification of love and of pity, said no to divorce. He must have had good reason. Divorce will not change Ireland overnight, but Ireland will be changed. Downstream, as our children grow up in a world where marriage is seen less and less as a lifelong commitment, it will get harder and harder for individuals and communities to organise themselves around it. Millions of children all over Europe and America do not know what it's like to grow up in a family with their natural mammy and daddy, granny and granddad. How long will we be able to guarantee that to our children? Divorce will, at the very least, shorten the period of the guarantee.
Professor Mary McAleese.